All right, what's going on, everybody? We are down here at the Moment Studio today, a very, very messy Moment Studio because we have actually spent the last week shooting our holiday kind of photos, campaign assets, all that kind of fun stuff. Check out that scene. Anyways, this is like the last couple days of taking photos down here. So just wanted to preface that because the background of this whole video will probably be a little bit of a mess, but we usually don't keep it this messy. Okay, so in this video, we are talking about iPhone 12. This is a Pro Max here with Moment lenses. This is my personal collection. Do they work with the larger sensor? How do you mount them? What's the point of them now that my phone has a built-in ultra wide and a better telephoto lens? So in this video, I wanna show you that and walk you through the differences. All right, so let me quickly explain, especially if you're new around here, how our mounts work with our cases and how the drop-in mounts actually connect. You'll see here we have iPhone 12 Pro Max. We have the case, it's our thin case. That is actually what we call the drop-in lens mount. So the drop-in lens mount is what you'll put in this square hole there. And this is also just a thin bezel if you don't want to use Moment lenses and you just want to have an open look. Right now, because we don't have final material, we have these 3D printed drop-in lens mounts, which I've been using to connect my lenses currently. But when you get your case in the actual drop-in lens mount will look like this, and your Moment lenses twist just right to there. I'm gonna quickly set this up on a tripod, just so I can have two hands and show you how to insert those mounts just right into your case. All right, so here it is on the iPhone 12 mini, and this is just with the bezel installed. So pretty much all you do is you take the case off. You'll see the back side of it. Oh wow, I just said, okay. And you'll kind of just pop out the bottom corner. The first couple times you might do this, it might feel really tight, but since you're only doing it a couple times, it's actually better that it fits tight. So you see if you have, I don't know if you heard that, but it's snapped in pretty good. You almost have to bend the case a little to get it out. So again, I put the top in first, kind of get that lined up and seated, and then snap that into place and the corners lock in like that. There you go. Looks pretty good. And for the iPhone 12 Pro Max, it'll be the same for the 12 and the 12 Pro, but here we just have the Max case. You'll have your drop-in lens mount, again, 3D printed one here. It's gonna look like this. Way cleaner, final material on that. But what you'll do is take this, make sure you line it up correctly. As far as like, you know, you're not gonna have it sideways like that. It's all lined up for the sensors and everything. So I kind of put the top in, position the top first like that, a little bit of an angle, and then snap that in, just like that. And it actually, there's a few little grooves along the edges of this. Very subtle, but they fall into these tiny little grooves there, so it locks in quite nicely. So again, kind of right in there. And really, you're not gonna have to do this tons of times. So if you are someone who's going to plan on shooting with their lenses a lot, I would just leave that one in. And then to put your case on, obviously you can just kind of push it in like a normal case. It fits perfectly right around that edge. And if you've never mounted a Moment lens before, it's super, super easy. All you do is take your lens here. You see how the bottom of it has these two bayonet tabs. Those just go right into your mount. So take it like this. You set the back of it right in that. Twist 90 degrees, and that's locked in. I mean, we're talking locked in there. gosh. You can't tell how hard it's raining, actually. I don't know if you can see this. It's like hail, snow raining. I'm standing up on top of this countertop. I never do this, but I feel like Jesse Driftwood now, standing up on top of some tall object in his studio. Let's do a video test now. I'm gonna I should try to do it up here. Whoa. It's good enough. You'll get the point. Okay, so our shot here is, here's the native, actually let's click it into video. We're gonna be shooting 4K, all native app, until we go to the Moment Pro Cam for the anamorphic, but here is our standard shot with no lens on, just the wide lens on the iPhone 12 Pro Max. And I will swap over to the Moment Pro Camera app just because, having one example, I think the colors render a little bit different in the Pro Camera app, and you can turn up the bit rate, which is nice. So I have it on high. You can shoot 4K 24 FPS with a higher bit rate. So I feel like it's kind of my go-to. I have one of the new gold flare anamorphic lenses. Yes, everything about these are similar, but the characteristics of the color of that flare is gonna look different. So here is the gold flare anamorphic lens. That looks so good. Gosh, yeah, 12 Pro Max, it is such a good camera. It's not a whole lot different than the 12 and the 12 mini that I've noticed, but the screen on it makes it a huge difference. Okay. The other thing I wanted to show you in our Pro Camera app is the ability to put our 58mm Tele lens over. You can put our 58mm Tele lens over the phone's built-in Tele lens, and now on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, we have a 65mm equivalent. So you're getting 65 plus 58. So you'll notice right now, you put the lens on and the camera thinks it's still coming out of this one and you're seeing the edge of the lens. Basically, you're not in the right mode yet. You have to tap this button, which says 1x. This is the lens selection button. So in our app, you're able to hard select what lens you're shooting out of. So that is like such a far focal length for a phone that, I mean, it's gonna probably look kind of bad because I don't even think I'm in focus. But I'll take one with me out of it. There. The app also has manual focus, which is super handy. In the native app, when you cover up the lens, the phone sometimes thinks the sensor's covered up and then doesn't switch into the Tele mode. It thinks it's too dark and then defaults your native wide to be the same focal length of the Tele digitally. Confusing, I know, but if you are gonna try to double stack the Tele over the Tele, I would highly recommend using the Pro Camera app to hard select and tell the phone, no, I wanna shoot out of that secondary lens. Hey Siri, tell everybody to leave a like on this video.
Home has an added support for that with Siri.
Tell everybody to go to shopmoment.com and check out our iPhone 12 accessories and cases and everything.
Home has an added support for that with Siri.
Cool. So if you are looking to take the iPhone 12, which has honestly an insane camera, especially for video, I'm a filmmaker myself. I mean, I love photos, but I end up just putting an edit on them and making them look old anyway. But for video, nice and crispy. The whole lineup of iPhone 12, we're missing the Pro. Pretend there's 4 phones here. Look at all these cool colors of cases too. The team has been just working hard at getting different colors up. You still have the classic wood, our black canvas, but now you have some other options for case colors, which is cool. The ability to drop in, add a lens mount. You can also drop in just a thin bezel if you're not planning on using Moment lenses. We also have a line of MagSafe accessories, which I'll leave linked below. Those are on pre-order right now, but stay tuned for a video soon showing those off. We're super excited. So check out all the links below. We got so much iPhone 12 goodness, but I wanted to make this video showing off that all of our lenses still work great. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, but leave a comment if you have questions, and we will be making more content. This one was more just informative, showing you the exact differences. So for now, peace.